Okay, air signs. These are going to be your messages from your ancestors for this upcoming week. Don't mind the little burn stain there. All right. We already have the incense lit to clear the space of negative energies, to raise your vibration, to clear the energy of previous readings as well. And if you're watching the live stream, you guys can go ahead and start, commenting. Or if you're watching the replay, you can comment as well. I do read the comments. I like to interact with you guys as much as possible. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out when I go live or I upload a new video or any new content. I have uploaded new pick a card readings for you guys, so go check that out. And I also have a Patreon account for those of you that are interested in exclusive pick a card readings that are not on YouTube. All right, so let's get started here. What's going on? What do the ancestors want to talk about this week? So we have action already. Let's kind of move this right here so you guys can see it. Yeah, there we go. We have action. What's going on here for this week? What do they need to know for this week? Let me just push this back a little bit. There we go. Perfect. What do they need to know? For this week? Messages for air signs for this week. Thank you. We have a woman holding a heart. We have the world. Angel number 44 is here. I do feel like there's some sort of wrapping up. Not completion, but a wrapping up emotionally on an action that you had to do in the past. Okay. That's significant. Okay. And then I'm also seeing like something that had you kind of chasing your tail as well. And when I say chasing your tail, I really mean a shadow aspect of yours kind of stepping on your toes or on your heels. On your heels is what Spirit is saying. So every time you were trying to better yourself in a situation, a shadow attribute of yourself, a dark aspect of yourself would step on your heels, and then you would kind of fall face first in a situation when you were trying to better yourself emotionally, trying to do something in terms of your emotional health, trying to heal yourself emotionally, trying to move forward emotionally. That's what I'm seeing, right? And so that is what you're wrapping up emotionally, is what your ancestors are saying for the message this week. Okay. And this is kind of the thing that is bothering you. You have this energy like the bottom of the pit of your stomach. It's kind of worrying you. It's freaking you out. You don't know if you're going to mess up. You don't know if something's going to catch up with you. You don't know if, there's a particular decision, action, or choice that you made in the past that's going to sneak up out of nowhere and kind of bite you in the butt, right? I don't think that it will. I feel like whatever that is making you nervous or making you feel kind of queasy in your tummy. It's really not. I really just feel like this is just kind of this energy of um, it's over, but this is just you looking over your shoulder and knowing that this is who you do not want to be anymore. Okay? All right. You're thinking and looking at things from a different perspective now. What's going on here? Because you're looking at things like looking at it from bigger and better perspective. Okay. Wow, that came out in the reverse. Wow. So the temple path is in the reverse. So whenever I see the temple path in the reverse, like this is like your chosen path. This is like your sacred path. This is like your sacred space or environment. And if it's in the reverse, this is probably why you're feeling the way you're feeling. Because you're worried that something that happened in the past is not going to lead you to a good new start, right? You're not sure if you're in alignment, okay? And I will tell you, there's something that could be misaligned here this week. So we're going to get into it. We're going to get into this, right? There's something that you might need to kind of fix or review. What's going on here? What do we need to know? What do they need to know? You guys really do. I really see like this energy of like you need to clear. Like you have a lot of negative energy around you, and you have to clear. I don't know if this is your auric field or environment, but you have to clear the negative energy around you. Okay? Because I feel like it's whatever is around you that you have to clear or cleanse. All right? So I would suggest, like after you watching this video, all right, if you have like an incense, if you have sage, if you have Palo Santo, if you have Nagchampa, go ahead and cleanse. If you have like a salt bath, do something to cleanse, like an egg cleanse or something like that. Do something to cleanse, like do a Reiki session or something like that. You do need to cleanse. I'm not sure if you need to cleanse your home, whatever room you're watching from, but you do definitely need to cleanse your energy. What's going on here for you to feel better? One more card. One more card, please. Thank you. The Angel of Strength is in the reverse. And then on the bottom of the deck, you have Archangel Michael with the first chakra. Which is your root chakra. I feel like I want to put this over here for some reason. There's something about, like, something is really kind of off here in this reading, and I don't even know why. There we go. Yeah, that feels better. It's like things are like not in place the way they should, and it just feels a little off, right? And that's how you feel. So let's talk about your root chakra. Your root chakra is balanced, okay? This is like your root chakra is talking about like your security. Um, it's talking about, sometimes it talks about your relationships, sometimes it talks about your money, in certain occasions. It definitely also talks about like personal relationships. It talks about your foundation, right? If you are feminine bodied, female energy, it talks about like your female reproductive system. So your feminine energy, and any blockages there. But I don't feel like there's any blockages there. I feel like this is like the action that you take if you feel safe in a relationship, in connections, in a foundation, especially with that heart there. I feel like this is what's happening in this chapter in your life this week. But because there's like this imbalance here from a spiritual perspective, and the angel of strength here is in the reverse, I just feel like you feel like there's no spiritual assistance in place in a particular area in your life, or in an environment in your life, or a sector in your life, and you feel like something is not in place yet for you to take action, and that's why you kind of feel like something's out of place or out of whack, or something's not working the way you want it to work. Okay? You're also in this energy of like reflecting about past relationships as well. Maybe a past lover, or a past decision that you made with someone. And that could be bothering you or making you feel uncomfortable, or, putting you in your feelings. Okay? What's going on here? Just saw angel number 1313, which equates back to angel number 4444. All right. So we do have Mercury here. That could be significant. What's going on here? Someone could have two phones. It could be a masculine energy. All right. So your hard work is paying off. This is right over top of action. We have new moon in Capricorn. We have Pisces energy. You could be dealing with the Pisces. You could be dealing with a Pisces female or women. All right. What's going on here? We have Aquarius energy that came out in the reverse. What's going on here? What do they need to know? So Aquarius, if that came out in the world. Aquarius, for you specifically, there's something that you're not finished. There's something that you're doing over again. You have to redo something. Your ancestors are specifically saying that you have to redo something over again, okay, this week. specifically. If, let's say, you're not an Aquarius, you're dealing with an Aquarius, you know an Aquarius, okay? You have to do something over again with that particular person, okay? If you're not dealing with an Aquarius, you may not be seeing eye to eye with an Aquarius, or you have Aquarius somewhere in your chart. There's something that you have to look into your Aquarius placement, because there's something that you have to perhaps review that is not working in your favor, that you have to do over in a different way to help you progress. What's going on here? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Messages from their ancestors. What do they need to know? Libra. Yours came out in the reverse too. And it came out in the reverse with the temple bath. Interesting. So you came out in the reverse, Libra. So either you are not seeing eye to eye with the Libra. If you are dealing with the Libra, you're not seeing eye to eye with the Libra. If you are a Libra, you're not, feeling in alignment with your energy. Okay, you're kind of feeling off, like I said. Because it's falling right over top of the temple path, you don't feel like things are happening for you the way they should be happening for you. You don't think that things are fair for you, right? I'm also seeing this energy of like, you might not be facing really good karma right now in your spiritual path. And it may be because whatever path you're walking in is not the path that you should be taking. What's going on here? What do they need to know? A Virgo in the reverse. Saturn in the reverse. So Saturn's indirect. Conclusions are within reach, if that's in the reverse. So there's no conclusions within reach right now. And that's because you don't have spiritual support right now. So I do feel like there's whatever is happening right now. Man, Virgo's in the reverse too. I am seeing this energy of like, I want to go back here. What you have been doing has been paying off, right? But it looks like spiritually, angelically, so on the physical note, whatever you have been doing has been working. Spiritually, you haven't been asking for assistance. Or whatever you've been asking for spiritually hasn't been the right thing to ask for, is what I'm seeing. It hasn't been in alignment with you. You need to ask for the right things that are in alignment with you for things to speed up. You have to ask for the right things that are for you, is what I'm seeing. Because things are not wrapping up because things may not be for you. You may be asking for things that are not for you, and that's why things are not wrapping up for you. If you understand what I'm saying. What's going on here? Any more messages from this deck? Okay. You have the Sun card. Gemini energy came up in the upright here. It's time to release negativity. That came out in the reverse. So you're not releasing negativity. And it talked about this energy like you have a lot of negativity around you, but you're not releasing it. You really do need to release it. And then you have show the world the real you, step out of your comfort zone. That came out in the reverse. So there's something that you're not being genuine with yourself about, honest with yourself about, honest with other people about. You're not like stepping out of the box. You're not, leaving a particular situation that you've been comfortable in. And it's restricting you at this time. So you're taking action, but you're not doing something different. And that's the problem. You need to break a pattern or a habit. A cycle is what needs to be broken, because that is what the negativity is. That's the negativity around you. That's the path that you cannot take any longer. And it takes bravery, it takes courage, it takes strength that you need to ask your angels for. And that's what you're not asking for. You're not asking for that assistance, that strength to pursue something new. Because whatever you're asking for is something that's not for you in this particular situation and scenario. Okay. So let's dive deeper. So what is this first chakra? With Archangel Michael, I do see that you're protected. First and foremost, like you are protected in your relationships, in your foundation, in like your romantic connections and stuff like that. Like I do see that you're protected. You have the 7 of Wands here. That is also standing your ground, right? So that's standing your ground on the situations that you want to be victorious in. But I do feel like this also comes across as you being a little defensive to other people, right? Like other people may see this as, oh, you're just being defensive, oh, you're just emotional, or, they're not understanding why you're acting this way. But there's a good reason for you to be this way. What's going on here? Clarify action. Clarify action. Clarify action. Okay, clarify Mercury. Clarify Mercury. Okay. Mercury is also clarified by the sun, so that's your sun placement, and Mercury placement, that's Queen of Swords energy. So with your sun sign, whatever sun sign is your sun sign, which is air sign placement, that's why you came out as Queen of Swords. You do have to come out in a very objective type of way, which is being able to listen to the other party's perspective, listening to what someone has to say, but also be like having the boundaries, with the 7 of Wands, having your boundaries, knowing what you deserve, what you want out of an outcome or a situation, and only taking action based off of what's going to suit you and suit someone else in the particular situation. That's what the action card is. With Mercury is all about communication. So with the Queen of Swords, this is like based off of what someone has to say, based off of someone else's perspective, based off of, what someone else's ideas and, their thoughts are, you're going to be able to decide whether or not you also believe what they believe. You also think the way they think. You're also in agreement with what they are, you know, telling you, right? Sometimes you can agree to disagree, and sometimes you completely say, you know what, I don't agree with you, and I don't want to work with you, and I don't want to talk to you anymore, or I don't want to do this with you anymore. I don't want to partner with you anymore, and I have to remove myself from you, or I have to cut you off, right? And so, there's things that you have to do according to your energy for your greater good. And so that's what I'm seeing here, right? In order for you to be happy, in order for you to regain your optimism back, there are certain things that you have to do, right? And it's not just as simple as, oh, I'm going to cut you off because you don't make me happy. It's more so you have to really look at it from a perspective of, can I be my real self with you? Do I have to code switch with you often? Do I have to hide my real plans with you often because you are a shady character, a shady character? Are you someone that, I know that often you are someone that has the tendencies of trying to steal my ideas and my plans or evil eye, and I have to often protect the things that I'm trying to come up with. Are you someone that I often have to kind of guard myself, and I have to guard what I am saying to you, or talking to you about, as I'm trying to protect what I'm working on? Whether it be my relationships, whether it be my projects, whether it be my spirituality, whether it be my healing, whether it be, my friendship situations, family situation, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? These are things that you really have to think about, that your ancestors are talking about, right? Okay. I also saw a glimpse of the Six of Pentacles here too. So being careful of who you're giving to and who you're receiving from, right? So what is the action card about? What's the action card about? All right. A lot of things came out. We have the Queen of Wands. Look at that. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Peace. The Lovers came out here as well. All right. The Lovers came out there. So the Lovers came out in the reverse. So that talks about disharmonious relationships. And this is talking about your actions, right? So the Lovers can also represent, breaking up in the reverse. Taking action on a breakup. Deciding, what? I'm confident that this is not a relationship for me. Peace out. I'm confident that, this relationship is not working for me. This is not the partnership for me. This is not in alignment with me. This is not harmonious. This is not compatible with me. You're not compatible with me. I'm not compatible with you. I have to be realistic with myself. You don't compliment me. I don't compliment you. It just is what it is. I want my peace in this situation. I have to trust my intuition, and I want someone that's confident just like me, right? I don't want someone that has insecurities and I have to constantly big you up when I'm already doing things for myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm working really hard on myself right now. I don't need something. I don't need more responsibility in a relationship than to just balance the connection, than to just give what I have to give in the relationship and someone else to give in the relationship, if you understand what I'm saying, right? And so that's what I'm seeing here, is what your ancestors are saying, right? Because you have been working really hard And it has been paying off, but you're also seeing how like things are not balanced in a particular partnership, in a relationship, in friendships, in, you know, how things are not, they're just not balanced. And you fight hard for what you believe in, and you often, you know, look at things from, I don't want to say like a skeptical point of view, but you look at things from all areas, you know? And I feel like sometimes you feel like whoever you're dealing with, they don't look at things the way you do. And that's not fair to you. Okay. So, what is your hard work is paying off? Clarify your hard work is paying off. Your hard work is paying off. Okay. I have found the one that my soul loves. And then we have the death card. So your hard work is paying off. Okay, so the death card resembles a transformation. And so the transformation is like realizing that you can love in a different way, right? And so your hard work is talking about the way you love, right? And so this is also in connection with your actions. Realizing that you trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, trusting that, all right, well, this is not working for me. This is not in alignment with me. I have to disconnect from this, right? I have to trust myself. I need to find the peace within and end situations when it's supposed to end and start something when it's supposed to start, right? That's reclaiming your power, and that's falling in love with yourself even more. And that's allowing yourself to love yourself, but also allowing yourself to love someone else and start something new, right? And so there's a situation here where you could have either, you know, like ended something with a water sign or a fire sign or a sister, you know, air sign or something like that, and started something new with a water sign or a fire sign or something like that. You know, just take what resonates here, but that's what I'm seeing here, right? But that's what's happening. You're going from one energy to another, right? And just like being okay with that. What's going on here with a woman holding a heart? A woman holding a heart. A woman holding a heart. There it is. And where does the power come from? It comes from within. There's the woman holding the heart. Take a leap of faith into the unknown. A woman holding a heart, and the magician in the reverse. Okay. I am seeing this energy of not realizing how much power you have to wield. At some point in time, you thought like you were utilizing your heart in the wrong way. At some point in time, I don't want to say that you were like manipulating people with your heart, right? But I will want to say like you were misusing your heart, right? Whether it be like you were hurting your own heart, or you just weren't using it right, you know. You were loving the wrong people. You didn't love yourself the right way. You didn't know how to love, things like that. Okay. And so when you were doing that, right, you didn't know that you through love frequency, you didn't know that you can manifest beautiful things in life, right? You didn't know that if you poured your love into certain people or into all these other people, right? Whoever you chose to love, you were giving away your power, right? That you would be taking leaps of faith into different situations, that you would stop taking risks in life. And now your ancestors are saying, now that you are healing your heart and that you have enough love within you to take a risk for yourself, to love yourself, to be able to love someone else. Now they're trying to warn you, do not misuse the power that you have regained. Do not try to manipulate someone else the way they've manipulated you, the way they've hurt you in a situation, just because you do have the power in the situation to do so, right? Do not, play out the pattern of hurt people. Instead, utilize the power that you have regained in your heart space to take a big risk for yourself and love someone that deserves to be loved, right? Show who you really are in a relationship and actually explore a relationship that deserves you, is what they're saying. All right. Explain, show the world the real you. Show the world the real you. Okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is good luck, right? We have the moon in the reverse, and then we have life is a great big canvas. Throw all the paints on it you can, and that's in the reverse, okay? So the moon is in the reverse, and when I see the moon in the reverse, this is like the opposite of having secrets. This is secrets being exposed. And so instead of, you, because showing the world the real you is in the reverse. So this is like things that you're not showing the world, things that people don't know about you. They want you to do this. This is a time for you to take control of the wheel. Show people who you really are. Okay? Things that you have kept secret, secret talents, secret abilities, secret, gifts, this is a time for people to know, that you can sing, that you can paint, that you can make art, that you can write, that you can, I don't know, dance, whatever this is. Show people what you can do, what you're capable of doing, and be proud about showing this, right? Show people that you're capable of not of being compassionate, right? Of not being heartless, right? Show people that you're capable of doing these things, right? Because I feel like this is something that at some point in time you were afraid of doing, and this is what is going to put you back on the right path, right? What's going on here? What's the world about? All right, see this energy? Okay, so we have Judgment and the Fool in the reverse. So the Fool in the reverse is talking about, so the Fool is talking about a new beginning. So in the reverse, it's like something old. Judgment on something old, right? We're talking about, the world. The world is a chapter, an old chapter. Judgment on an old chapter, right? A wake-up call on an old chapter, right? A dark chapter in your life, right? A realization on a dark chapter in your life. Something that could have happened in the past where you're like, you're realizing like, wow, because I didn't do this, this is how everything played out, right? Because I didn't take this risk, this is why, things happen, right? Because I didn't decide to be in a relationship with this person, because I didn't decide, to leave this person, or because I didn't decide to stand up and reveal something about myself. You get what I'm saying? Something of that nature is happening here. Your ancestors want you to know that, like, this is the realization that they want you to have, right? What's going on here? It's time to release negativity. The Four of Cups in the reverse, right? And so the Four of Cups in the reverse talks about this energy of acceptance, like accepting the fact that it is what it is. Like, there's something that was negative in the situation, but you didn't want to let it go, maybe because you were comfortable with it, right? Or you didn't know how to let it go. And that's what they're talking about, right? Look at that, the moving card. They're telling you to move, to quite literally move on, whether that be physically, like environmentally, or pack up and go, like you're, from the actual place. Can I get one more card there? So either emotionally, physically, relationship wise, just like something is no longer serving you. And if it's like a contract, whether it be a relationship or something like that, there was like an attachment issue there. And either way, it was toxic, and it was not serving you. There goes the manipulation. So was this learned manipulation coming from here? So this wasn't even you. This was something that you learned from someone else. You could have learned this from a friendship. You could have learned this from a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Clarify the temple path. Okay. The Hangman in the reverse. Follow your heart's desire and manifest the heck out of your life. When you meet your soulmate, you'll feel calm and anxiety. And you'll feel calm, no anxiety, no agitation. And this is specifically in your friendships and your communal spaces. So we're talking about, remember how there was like this misalignment here in your spiritual path, in your environment? Like, that's what's happening here. The Hangman in the reverse is like not being able to become enlightened, not being able to see a different perspective, not being able to follow your dreams, your aspirations. And that's why, because you were filled with anxiety, you were filled with, and that's the truth. That's the truth of the situation. You weren't emotionally, dare I say it, emotionally stable in a situation. It was like all of whatever friendship, whatever communal space, whatever group of people you had around you, whatever that environment was in that path, this was like really, really like toxic. And your ancestors are saying, whatever person you thought that was your soulmate, you thought that that's the person for me. No, they were not the person for you. You may have had some sort of agreement, and you had an agreement that it was what it was. It was an agreement, but was the agreement right for you? No. It was a form of manipulation. And then it became manipulation on both ends, but was it fair to you? No. I feel like someone tried to emotionally manipulate you. and there was secrets, and secrets are becoming exposed, and there was a chance for you to take a leap of faith with someone, and you didn't take a leap of faith with someone, and now you're having a lot of shifts and changes personally, spiritually, and now you're having a chance for you to stand up for yourself and stand up in relationships, and you have spiritual protection, and you're starting to realize that certain things are not for you anymore. It's just not for you. People are quite literally showing their butts, their bare asses to you, and you're done, and your ancestors are sitting around like, okay, so how much done are you? Are you done or are you finished? Which one are you? Because you don't need angelic strength for you to just leave. Peace out. I'm done. Just leave. What's going on here with the angel of strength? Angel of strength. Need I say anything else? The devil card came out. There's nothing else for me to say here. Nothing else. All you need to do is believe in yourself. But that's what the problem was. You weren't believing in yourself. You knew everything that you needed to know, but you weren't believing in yourself. You knew something was off. You had that gut feeling. That's what I was talking about. There was something that was making you sick to your stomach, but you weren't following that intuition. You weren't following that intuition. You really weren't. Everyone was doing their best. That's what you kept telling yourself. No two flowers are the same. You were comparing things. I hurt you. Someone was manipulating your heart. Oh, but I love you. Right? Be true to yourself. Change is always good, and you know it. Change is always good, and you know it. All right, I'm going to leave it like this. Comment down below. Let me know how this resonates for you guys. I'm wishing you the best. Sending you light and love. Peace.